But it is you who have that opportunity now. In your letter of invitation from the university, you asked me to say a few words on the topic, use education as a solid solution to ending poverty and economic misery in Liberia. That is a very relevant topic because it recognizes that indeed there is a widespread poverty and economic hardship in most developing countries. But the topic also recognizes that poverty and economic misery in Liberia can be ended by giving our youth a solid and well-rounded education. As I look across this room, I see the passion for education in your eyes, and the dedication and the commitment of the faculty. I am assured that you are making the most of your time here and that you believe this is the right decision you have taken. According to a person we all know, Nelson Mandela, education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. Who remembers him saying that? I do. Not only does education train minds in a variety of subjects that will later on help them in their preferred career, but it also gives young people the confidence they need to start preparing for tomorrow. Data collected and analyzed by the United Nations says that the youth are slowly taking over the world. In fact, it is reported that today there are 1.2 billion young people aged 15 to 24 years, accounting for 16% of the global population. That means the future of your and our survival as a human race depends on how well you prepare yourself for tomorrow. There are big problems worldwide. There are big problems to solve. You only have to look at the news every night. You see climate change. You see challenges. You see challenges with the globalization. The technology to solve those problems, the technology is there. But is there a political will to solve those problems? And I have no doubt that our youth, including you here in this room, this education will bring a huge contribution to the solutions to those global big problems. When I was a student like you many years back, now we're talking back in the 1970s, 1980s, it felt good to hear so many of our speakers and teachers make statements like, education is the key to success, or the youth are the future leaders. Sometimes, as a struggling student, you sometimes think those statements were more cliches. Believe me, I know university life can be difficult, especially for so many people who come from poor or underprivileged backgrounds. I share your struggle because I was in the same situation, not having all that I needed when I was a student. And I had a lot of friends at that time who didn't study, who were not at university but had a job perhaps. And they were financially much better off than I was. They had a car, they could go out for dinner, and I could not. I had a bicycle. And I was jealous at times. And I think you can see that around you as well. However, I knew that the only way out of that situation was remaining focused on my education and continue to persevere even as difficult certain challenges came my way. And they came my way. I was first at boarding school before university. And at boarding school, everyone was regulated with a bell. The bell goes, it's time for breakfast. The bell goes, it's time to go to school. The bell goes, it is time to make your bed. The bell goes, it is time for dinner. The bell goes, it's time to go to bed, etc. From there, I went to university in Delft. And there was completely freedom. There was no bell anymore. I had to make all those decisions myself. That was. I'll do my best. The lack. It's back again. The lack of that discipline, the lack of the bell, which meant that I have to make all those decisions myself, I took advantage of it. And I lost my discipline. And in fact, the first year of my studies, I failed. My dad was not happy. And I was not happy. And I realized that I need something back. Something what is called discipline. To discipline myself. And I realized that I have to change my life. And at that time, I joined the University Rowing Club. And started rowing, serious rowing. And I ended up rowing in national and international level in Europe and worldwide to represent the Netherlands at times. And to believe it or not, I am still rowing, but not on water anymore, but on one of those machines. Every morning, nearly every morning. Anyway, back to Liberia. And I think the sad reality is that Liberia, despite its huge potential to become one of the most prosperous nations in Africa and the world, and let me pause here. Because this is not just a cliche. I remember back in the 70s, when I was young, in the Netherlands, to see those posters about Liberia, to go for holidays, on the beach. At that time, in Europe, Liberia was called the Switzerland of Africa. It shows the kind of resources that are here in this country. It is rich in resources, but it's rich in agriculture. There are beautiful places, beautiful beaches, so there can be a huge tourism. It has to be all developed. And I'm sure that you are going to play a role in that one way or another after your graduation. Nevertheless, Liberia can and needs to do more in the education and training of its youth. As university students, I'm sure you already know that in our beloved Liberia, approximately 11% of the youth have no formal education. And 37% of the youth have attained at most incomplete primary education, meaning that in total 48% of 15 to 24-year-olds have not completed primary school. You, the youth, are the vision bearers of this country's transformation. So education is one of the best assurances young people like you have to tackle and address the source of poverty and economic misery facing us today. Educational attainment is access to better wages, better salaries, and even better opportunities to advance yourself further. Quality education will take you to places, improve the quality of your social and professional network and open new doors for you. I'm a witness, and me being the CEO of Arcelor Mittal Liberia is a testimony to the power of education. That is why at Arcelor Mittal Liberia we are proud to collaborate with the Liberian government and to support its efforts to educate and train the young people of Liberia who continue to demonstrate immense talent and creativity in different spheres, but most especially in the technical and vocational fields. As I speak, there is a high demand for skilled workers in various industries in Liberia and the region. As this country moves forward with its development agenda, Liberians must continue to be at the forefront. There is no doubt in my mind that Bassa University and companies such as Arcelor Mittal Liberia have a pivotal role to play through partnership. Arcelor Mittal Liberia recognizes that investing in people is fundamental to the success of its business, which is why we have prioritized youth capacity and career development. From providing foreign scholarships to young college graduates and creating internships, opportunities, vacation jobs and vocational and technical skills, Arcelor Mittal Liberia is leading the way in human capital development in Liberia. Today, Arcelor Mittal's Advanced Academic Scholarship Program has paid for and supported more than 50 Liberian students to study at various universities in the world, acquiring advanced degrees and returning to join the country's professional workforce. It's not that long ago, it was last August, I think, that I was present to send off 22 students to various universities worldwide. There's one student, Abigail, who was there. She is now studying in New York, and I'm still in touch with her. And I recently, actually in a week or two ago, got an email from her that she successfully has passed her first semester. Fantastic, welcome to her. I'm really proud of her. I'm really proud of the other students as well, because it is not easy to go out to another country on yourself, not having your friends and family, and also having to focus on study. It takes a lot of determination. Now, each year, our YPP, which is Young Professional Program, offers life-changing career development opportunities to young college graduates through an intensive internship program. And I'm hoping, I'm really trust actually to see some of you here in this room coming to join our YPP program after your graduation. And believe me or not, because sometimes we think that graduation and getting a degree is the be-all and end-all of it. But it is only the start of a new beginning. And that new beginning is to gain experience, work experience in the workforce. And I recognize that it is that important because I mentioned already to you earlier that I was at boarding school. And when I came out of boarding school, I saw now I'm a big boy. I have done boarding school and I'm going to university. Arriving at university, I agreed that I was nothing. I was a first year student and there were a lot of people that were much wiser and much further already than I was. Then, after 5 years at university, I mining engineer, master's degree. Then I thought, wow, now I'm a big man. I'm a master in mining engineering. I immigrated to Australia and found my first job and realized that I didn't know a lot about mining. The people told me very quick, and basically I had to start from nothing. I worked underground, had to dig trenches, I had to clean conveyor belts, and work my way up underground to an airlet miner and get the experience behind me to get a mine manager certificate. And I'm actually very happy that I did, because during that time, it's just like an internship. During that time, I learned a lot about mining. At university, I learned about differential equations. I learned about thermodynamics. And funny enough, I have never used that in my career. What I have used in my career is very much my knowledge that I gained working with the underground miners. How to get things done by other people, and going in that way into supervision and to management. I thought to share that with you to also illustrate how important it is to gain that experience after graduation. Now, something about our vocational training center. Many of you here today may have already heard about a huge investment of $7 million by Arcelor, Liberia, in the establishment of a state-of-the-art vocational training center in Mittal. It's now actually changed its name. It is now called the Arcelor Liberia Training Academy, which has already graduated its second batch of students who have been given the chance to begin their career within us, Arcelor Liberia. Now, it was a few weeks ago, I was at the graduation party, the graduation ceremony. I'm actually very pleased to see the very proud graduates, and particularly also the proud families, to receive their certificates. I hope when you graduate that we will get an invite as well to come and see you on your graduation. Such major investments and bold actions are a major boost also to moving Liberia a step closer to filling that gap in youth education and training. And it will ultimately help in ending poverty and economic misery. We are confident that, like the dream of us being the promised future leaders which have come to pass today through quality education and discipline, the dream of youth education being a solid solution to ending poverty and the economic misery in Liberia will also become a reality. Congratulations to the board, the president, the faculty, and the student body of Bassa University on this very important and well-organized student assembly. Now, something to all the students: sing big. You can't sing big enough. No mountain is too high as long as you set your mind to it to climb it. The trick to that is that you have to divide that mountain up in small steps and take small step by step by step, and eventually you will end up on top of that mountain that you were dreaming about. Thank you once more for this opportunity to talk to you as the keynote speaker. I enjoyed it. I hope you did as well. Thank you very much.
This is a good area. This is a good area to communicate with the of Arcelor Mittal Liberia. Thank you so much, Mr. Josephus Coenen, CEO of Arcelor Mittal Liberia. At this time, we're going to have the induction of the intern students leadership day at the Bassa University, and this is also going to be led by the CEO of Arcelor Mittal Liberia, Mr. Coenen, Josephus Coenen. And before that is done, I just want to pass this quick announcement. Arcelor Mittal and Lena Reach, the Community Affairs of Arcelor Mittal, will attend the 4th African Women's Summit in South Africa this year with a goal to bring the 5th annual African Women's Summit for the first time to Liberia. So it's about interest. If anyone interested in to have more information, to contact Madam Lena Reese. She in this call with us already. Again, Arcelor Mittal and Madam Lena Reese will attend the 4th African Women's Summit in South Africa this year with the goal that's the goal, to bring the 5th African Women's Summit to Liberia for the very first time. So Madam Reese is in this call. Everyone who is interested, you will contact her just after this program. So right about now, we're going to call on Okay, so let's go right away now to the Team of Student Affairs, and we will usher in the CEO of Arcelor Mittal so that we can call on the elected officials as they will be inducted into office.
Okay, thank you, Sarah Will-Smith. Firstly, we will start with the President, Mr. Paul Castle, please come. The Vice President, Pastor Jiba. The Secretary General, Mittal. Mittal. We call a speaker. So we now call the General Secretary and the Financial Secretary, Purity come up with. All right. We now call, please come up Purity. We now call the CEO for Arcelor Mittal to do the induction. Thank you.
Please, let's use the words. Let's be quiet.
I'm sorry, I had to get a little briefing, but my understanding is really to endorse you here in your positions now, and really to ask you and to encourage you to work your best and to do it with full commitment. Just keep in mind that you are not doing it for yourself only, you're doing it all for those people in this room, the great students, our future here in Liberia. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. We'll now take remark from the student leadership. We'll start with the president.
I would like to recognize our distinguished guests who honor us by their presences today. The most, Dr. Samuel K. Mowe, President, Bassa University. Members of the board, Bassa University, boards of governors, alumni, students, deans, faculty, staff, honorable guests, family, and friends. I'm at a loss of words to express my gratitude to each of you here today. I can only think to say thank you all so much for the TPS part. It is amazing being able to stand before all of you and share this special moment in the history of the Bassa University. I'm beyond humbled and honored to be part of this amazing community. All of you here are sharing the most of the amazing and a special gift that you can possibly give. That is a gift of time, your presence, and your support. Thank you for being part of this special day at the very special university. I want to recognize and thank the members of the inauguration and steering committee, especially the chair, Mr. Jean Kofa-Swen. I also gratefully acknowledge the presence of distinguished delegates from various universities, the University of Seventh-day Adventist, Aberdeen Methodist Episcopal University, and especially the National University, which is the University of Liberia. There are uncountable people here who play a crucial role in my life. Time does not allow me to mention everyone's name. But each of you know I will always be grateful for your support. I do not want to recognize my loving and loving family. Please, cease the noise. My darling well mistress, Vision J. Castle, and my children. I approach today's installation as president of the Bassa University with a sense of both honor and humanity. I want to thank the regents for the confidence they have shown in me and the members of the university community for their welcoming embrace. I offer a special thanks to Dr. Samuel K. Mowe for his remarkable stewardship of this university. In the days ahead, we will focus on our future today, but for now, let us pause for a few minutes, present to each other and to the occasion and in history as college, now university. grateful to the entire student body. Today, I am a leader. And with the effort of cooperative living makes society. And we all need to work together to see how best our institution will be one of the most unique institutions in Bassa County and Liberia at large. So on behalf of my entire executive, we will say thank you ever so much to the administration of the Bassa University to bring us on board to work in the interest of the students and also the administration. So we say thank you and thank you ever so much, and may the Almighty God bless each and every one of us. Have a blessed day. Thank you. Thank you.
Hello everybody. Hello. Hello, I want to talk. If only if you will keep silent, please. Hello. Please. But I'm talking. I don't want you to talk. Listen to me. You made the mistake. Please pay attention. You got a purpose for coming here. The Creole man say the wedding that you will see be sweet, you can see it from the Bachelor Eve. Your president was speaking and you were cussing nuts. Don't do it to me, and I hope you will not do it to him. Now I'm about to call on the superintendent of the county to speak. If you want to talk, or allow me, he can go out, then you talk. But if I hear you talking, then you and I will talk. Hello? It is my pleasant duty to call on the superintendent of the county, the value of the president, to make a remark. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Samuel K. Mowe, the Progressive Longwell. Our guest speaker, CEO of Arcelor Mittal and the staff came along with him. Dr. Larry Boblet, board chair, chairman of the board, the Bassa University. Dr. Mowell, president of the Bassa University, and the faculty staff, the outgoing student leader, and the inducted student leaders, distinguished ladies and gentlemen of the press. We're here today to witness the leadership of the Student Council or Student Young Government. That is the beginning of the leadership. It is our prayer and hope that the leadership bestowed upon you will serve the best interest of the student masses and also the administration of this university. The Bassa University, it is school or institution that was established to mold the minds of young people. I remember years ago when we got out of high school, we have to go to Monrovia. But today you have an opportunity to start as fresh in your own county or other neighboring students that come from different counties. Let us cherish what we have. We must cherish exactly what we have. This university must grow. And I know in the long run, or in the shortest possible time with the leadership here, we'll soon start offering master's degree at other universities, other counties. And I can say to you, when that is done, I will be one of your students to do my master's program here as well. So you will have me sitting with you in class. to foster my education because there is no education. We call it that the problem, but we stay fostering education in other areas. But I want to say this to our corporate panel, the CEO of Arcelor Mittal Liberia. Let me appreciate you for your leadership that you took over. I've been seeing your team move into the communities, serious community engagement, information dissemination is good. I've been praying for that for your predecessors, but I think your team is doing well. But I want to appeal to you at this university. You know, this place is your corporate headquarters. Bassa is the corporate headquarters. As chairman of the Superintendent Council, Superintendent of Bassa County, I want to appeal to you. For sometimes it is difficult to get our children from here there. Sometimes getting there is a difficult task. So we want to appeal to you on behalf of the county authority that the technical vocational education program be extended on this campus so that it can be able to move the environment to your house. Thank you. I know what you can do, and I know what your leadership is meant for. I can see the passion in you to change the narrative. I can see the skill of engagement in you reaching out to stakeholders. With all these things, I think your corporate headquarters, one is probably extended here. You will not go in the job market looking for people anymore. The same way you got the TVET program in Yegepa. You got students being graduating upon graduation and then they just be waiting for you to employ in the system, or they too can get a better job elsewhere. So I want to say this as an appeal to you. It will be done formally to your office with a communication addressed to you so that we can start the conversation again. To be honest, and let the leadership start. You are not sitting in the office. Whatever I call, you are in the paper, or you in country, or you are engaging stakeholders. With this engagement, it makes the concession area very peaceful. And I can put this to you, Dr. Mowell, and Dr. Bubler. There are a series of community development projects we have back home for the Arcelor Mittal family. And they are growing well. Some of them will be dedicated, and some of them will soon be dedicated, some of them are ongoing. So the partnership, we enjoy this. We don't want to be like other counties where there are issues. We put our people in the street, we store your working. No, we don't want to do that. We like constructive engagement. And with this constructive engagement, you will have a good partnership with us. We are there to protect your corporate image. We are there to promote your institute because you are helping us as well. So we don't want your help to go in vain. And we want to say your partnership is good, and we're going to have a very good and fruitful discussion. Thank you so much. Let God bless the leadership. Let God bless Liberia. That's our first. That's our last. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Superintendent John Bassa, the man of authority. And we want to thank you so much for speaking so gently. Please, the program is still on. At this moment, we want to call on to the stage the chairman of the Board of Trustees, Reverend Dr. Lawrence Coenen. Please put your hands together for Dr. Coenen.
Illustrious Superintendent, and a statutory member of the Board of Trustees, the Grand Bassa University, the Honorable Daniel Bakwe, to our Assistant Superintendents, other government officials, to the President, this distinguished university. Dr. Manuel. So, Liberia's most people-centered, people-oriented, with the adjustable developmental attitude, Liberia's best CEO, Josephus of Arcelor Mittal, we welcome you to this institution. To all of our deans, vice presidents, faculties, staff, to our newly inducted student leadership, in whom I'm well pleased, and to all of you, my dear students, I thank God for you and for your presence and for who you are and for whom you will become tomorrow. In the interest not just of Grand Bassa, but in the interest of Liberia. I stand today to tell a story. A story, Joe, of the tie that binds. The Grand Bassa College, with its metamorphosis now, the Grand Bassa University, could have never become a reality without the intentional involvement and commitment of Arcelor Mittal. At the time, it was Mittal Steel. It is because of the intuitive brilliance of Mr. Mittal and the kinds of things he envisioned for our world, that the first gift given to the Liberian government for Grand Bassa County was the seed money that started the Grand Bassa University. You and your institution give us that tie that binds. And today we are gratified and we say thank you. The kinds of things that Arcelor Mittal does in Liberia are outstanding. I go further with the tie that binds. Your founder, your owner, came to Liberia at the time when I was the Minister of Information. Together, we sat in the cabinet room with President Coenen, then President Coenen. At the end of our conversation, he said to her, he said, "Madam, you've mentioned everything else. Is there anything else you would like me to do?" And she said, "Pave the road from Yekipa to Ganta." Today, that road, with the continuous involvement of our current president, George Manawia, that road is a near reality. Again, we want to say thank you for your development initiatives. In Liberia, we say when you give birth to a child, you can never divorce that child. And I see that Arcelor Mittal is living that up. Where's Linda? You've loaned Linda to us. And in the shortest period of time, the kind of work and relationship building that she's doing is second to none. The vision, the plans that she has, underpinned by your leadership, by all of these brilliant people you have, on your staff. We can only thank you because this is the tie that binds. You gave birth to this child. You have never left this child by herself and himself. So today, we come to say to you, our students, our faculty, that the best is yet to come. Today, you have seen, we say in Liberia, Kolo Kolo, the CEO of Arcelor Mittal. You didn't go to him. He came to us. This is a man who cares. You listen to his address. He said, Arcelor Mittal believes in the development of the human capacity. What we ask of you is to keep the tie that binds. Through the work of Dr. Manuel and his staff do here at this institution, Honorable Bakwe and all the other statutory board members support that work, and we say that Grand Bassa is becoming better because Arcelor Mittal is living with us. Grand Bassa is becoming better because you have visited us today. So I want to say something a little bit more poignant to you. This is what we want to say. Because when the parent has done so much for the child must appreciate the parent. So I'll allow you to sit for now, but this is what I like to say to you. Statement of appreciation. To the CEO, management, and staff of Arcelor Mittal Liberia. We're grateful to Arcelor Mittal Liberia in diverse ways for your instrumental contribution to the establishment of the Grand Bassa University, formerly the Grand Bassa Community College, in 2008. The kind of support and community services you gave to Grand Bassa in Liberia, we come to appreciate all of your endeavors. The Grand Bassa Community College Pinsbury campus was built from the Social Development Fund provided by Arcelor Mittal Liberia. Thus, the campus has been the center of academic and leadership training and transformation for the past decades. It has been excellent and wonderful. The continuous reconditioning of roads linking Grand Bassa, Buchanan campus have been very consistent and commendable that our students and pedestrians normally commute freely. In 2016, the Arcelor Mittal Liberia provided Grand Bassa Community College a fleet of vehicles to support our administration, our faculty, and our student transportation, to reduce the walking to the college, and to enhance effective educational activities in and out of the county. I want to say to you that that was in 2016. They were nicely reconditioned vehicles. But the fact that our roads are a challenge, even though we took time to use the vehicles, they are all gone. And we're back to walking again. So a hint to the wise is quite sufficient. What you have done by by sustainable student scholarships, giving it to our students. You have supported the country's transformation, and you have helped and continue to help in nation building in Liberia. In 2012, Arcelor Mittal started to allow your staff to come and in a pro bono arrangement to teach at this university. Today, Linda Reeves and others, it is still a reality. As a lawyer would say, in view of the foregoing, we appreciate Arcelor Mittal Liberia for the continuous support to Grand Bassa University and its environs, and thus we pray that the good relationship, the tie that binds, remain viable and visible in the effort of promoting and transforming education together in Liberia. This is signed by Samuel K. Manuel, PhD, President, CEO, Grand Bassa University, attested by all the statutory board members present in this hall. Joe, I ask you to please come forward. On behalf, can we all stand? On behalf of the visitor to this university, His Excellency Dr. George Manawia, President of the Republic of Liberia, the Cabinet, all government officials, on behalf of the statutory board members of the Board of Trustees of this university, the administration and staff, and the students, we stand to appreciate you and Arcelor Mittal, and to say to you, we want you to deepen the tie. Don't leave us stranded. You've taken us out of the mud before. Even though it is dry season, we still got some mud. When we get some vehicles, we'll start to get out of the mud. When we get the TVAC, we'll start to live out of the mud. Get some renovation materials and support. We will live as if to say we are in the concession area of Arcelor Mittal. Thank you very much. May God bless the works of your hand and save Liberia. Now, this was for Arcelor Mittal. This is personal to you. A certificate of honor for your continuous support and contributions to the development of education in Liberia. Awarded on January 19, 2023, Samuel K. Manuel, PhD, President, CEO, Counselor Dr. Lawrence Coenen Broplet, Chair, Board of Trustees. That's your humble servant. Now, the link. You can have your seat. You can have your seat. Now, before I do this, let me say, Mr. CEO, that you've got some good people working. Eric Swain is a wonderful individual. A wonderful individual. Gus know them. The way we harass Gus is a wonder he sleeps at night. You've got some good people. Marcus, you've got some good people. Your HR, the new one, the old one, you've got some good people. And I want to thank you for them and for what they do strategically to make life. These are the people that personally we are called his allies. And 2023 is our year again. I'm also a minister of the gospel, so I can speak parabolically and prophetically. So, the tie that binds has a visible link. And that visible link is Linda Reed. Linda, please come. Please come. Linda, in recognition of your invaluable voluntary services as you teach at the Grand Bassa University since 2022, it is people like you who make it possible for Liberia to become better. We award you this certificate of appreciation, January 19, 2023. Samuel K. Manuel, PhD, President, CEO, Grand Bassa University, approved by your humble servant, Chairman of the Board of Trustees. Congratulations. Let me say to the administration, all of our professors, the staff, we are a university, but we're still funded at a community college level. The superintendent, myself, the school administration, we're working with our legislators now that the budget is at the legislature for a sharp improvement into the commitment from the government to this institution. You heard the county chief executive say that we're now a bachelor's degree granting institution, but we're not going to stop there. We're going to move to the master's level. How do we attract qualified professors when our budget is being funded at a community college level? How do we retain the qualified people that we now have? Almost every day, Dr. Manuel is on my line. Mr. Chair, this other teacher wants to leave because they can get money out there from other institutions. To all of my professors, my lecturers, I come to say thank you for your sacrificial services. What you do is not for yourself, but for Liberia's future. Let me tell you, as bodacious as I am, we will intelligibly, with respectability, harass the legislature. In the Bible, we say we will wrestle with them until they bless us, so that we have more funding to improve our campus and to take care of our professors. Mr. President of the student government, you have our support as a board. Practicing politics is part of the democratic space. But your first priority is quality education. Democratic political activities are extracurricular activities. We'll work with you in tandem so that your reign here as president with your leadership will be productive and rewarding. Dr. Manuel, thank you. You take the beating all the time. Every day somebody wants you to move from here. Every day I get a call, Mr. Chair, move that man. I say, tell me what he not do, then they can't tell me. Do it for the sake of our students. Serve your country as you have been doing, with dignity and respect. Thanks to all of you. Because of you, Liberia is great. May God bless you.
Okay, we want to call on the president of the Alumni Association, Madam Mittal, to say a few words. Before them, let's recognize Mr. Honorable Moses Blokom J. Jackson, the former assistant superintendent for the teachers' education and CEO of the teachers' training, lecturer at the University of Liberia. Madam, you can come to the stage. If you will please put your hands together.
Good afternoon to all. All protocol observed. My fathers have said all. So I'm going to come to congratulate the new leadership and to say thank you to Arcelor Mittal Liberia for your continued support to Grand Bassa County. Most especially, I will add to what my boss said, the vocational training. We appreciate that training becomes a reality for the young people in Bassa County. Thank you to all of you for coming and gracing this occasion. Thank you to our teachers. Thank you for always teaching our students, our brothers and sisters. I can tell people, for me, I'm a teacher. The best people in the world are teachers. They are the best. Because if you don't teach somebody, the person will not go anywhere until you teach the person. But in a society today, most of the areas we move, teachers are not being respected. But teachers are the greatest people in the society. So I want to say thank you to our faculties and staff, those that are teaching our brothers and sisters. Thank you so much. Big thanks to our CEO, my own dad. Thank you so much for your continued support and your patience you exercise with our brothers and sisters. Thank you. God bless you all. Thank you.
Thank you. The president of the Alumni Association here at Grand Bassa University. We also want to recognize the Honorable Development Superintendent, Mr. Fleetley, Honorable Fleetley. Welcome. All of our teaching staff, as you have heard, we're about to end this program. So the next thing we want to do right now is to call on Reverend Amos Gibson for our benediction. While Reverend Gibson is coming to the podium, let's inform you, as per clarity being made, the people who are inducted today, the leadership is an interim leadership. We were asked to emphasize that this is an interim leadership pending the elections later on this year.
May I ask that we all come this stand? So we all stand. And let us pray. Heavenly Father, we tell you thank you, Lord, our God. We tell you thank you for this great assembly. We tell you thank you, Lord, that Arcelor Mittal, Lord, has recognized the need to develop man's capacity, Lord. We pray, Lord, that the appeal of our superintendent, Lord, that Arcelor Mittal, Lord, adopt this institution at a training ground, Lord. We tell you thank you. We glorify your name. We also pray for him We can discuss, but if we are not comfortable, we cannot make it as a people. Bless us. We glorify your name. In Jesus' name we pray.
Please remain standing while our guests and his entourage, along with the superintendent and all platform guests, leave. Please remain where you are, so that our guests. Please remain where you are while our guests and his entourage leave. We also going to take a tour along with the CEO of Arcelor along the campus so that he can see for himself how the university is.